situation that I want to highlight, because there are a number of persons that whenever you speak, they have this on their chest, but they cannot, or they don't have a way where they can vent this, and there's no one that is coming out on behalf of the consumers of GEBE. Now, I consider this platform also to be a platform as the voice of the voiceless. And what has happened with the bills of GEBE over the last few months, it is ridiculous. Basically, the consumption period prior to Hurricane Irma stopped was from the 8th of July 2017 to the 10th of August 2017. So the next period, the 10th of August to actually the 9th or the 10th of September, that got caught up in the middle of the storm of Irma. That was the 6th of September. After that, GB want to, after restoring in a number of districts, they restore very rapidly, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, or a month. But there are a number of persons that are still not totally restored. But the bills are now showing some of the weaknesses within the system. Because if a number of persons can analyze their bills prior to the storm, at no time were they paying these amounts for the consumption that was registered through the meter. After the storm, I'm hearing a number of consumers are complaining of bills over the 1,000 guilders. How in a community with poverty are people going to pay these bills? No one is coming out and addressing this. How would it be justified? Nobody on that platform is saying to GB either have a heart. This is impossible. The water bills, where there were water meters and they got destroyed, people are still getting bills for 15 guilders as if the water meter is there, and they are the ones that are not using the meter. You know, that's a fast rec for a meter. In cases where the total meter was removed because it was destroyed, so the GB workers themselves removed that. So it means that the link between the billing department and what comes out to the consumer, something is wrong at that point, because if 15 guilders can still be generated to the consumer for a meter that even though exists anymore.
Theo Heiliger was in all government, almost all government. They know about the problem. The NA was in government, in and out. None solved the dump. The USP was in government. Nobody solved the dump. The people of St. Martin lives here with the consequences of the dump. Not only are we living with the smoke today, but the flies that attacks the restaurant and people living. You can't even open a plate of food to eat because of the amount of flies around. Now, the biggest business in town is people bringing all sort of devices for catching fly, because that's the big business now coming out of China by supermarkets. And so we have some fancy products now because fly is the business. While these, I will say, 15 arrogant representatives and also our folks that are replacing one another in government, not taking care of poverty, nobody's business is it, whose roof is leaking, who doesn't have food to eat tomorrow, or kids not going to school, electricity not being paid, who needs subsidy for rent. It's none of them busy, because they're discussing now who's sabotaging who, because the dump is a multi-million-dollar business. And the DP party, the UP, the NA, and the USP all interested in cutting deal while playing with this community with their mind. You understand? It is important also to know that there's a solution on the table. We don't need any other study. All we need is to do the comparison of what is best for this country. Because the big hoax that under then the UP government was trying to get GB to sign was an agreement whereby they would have bring in a waste to energy plant. the reports from the SER already prove that there is no way St. Martin produces enough energy, enough waste to be able to produce efficiently electricity for this country, unless you go as far as importing more garbage to the country. Okay? Well, we do have, because we have the government that is there, so they should be considered part of that. Or we look into passing on the expensive cost for the infrastructure to GB, and they were trying to force GB to buy energy from their friends who would have run this plant, and GB now had to buy expensive electricity, guaranteed certain amount of kilowatt, just to pay for another bogus program by the UP Democratic Party at the time, and also this new invention by the NAUSP DP government, because garbage to energy cannot be paid on St. Martin. Don't let anyone fool you. It is a big sham and a lie. Whoever bring a project pertaining to garbage to energy, it's a big sham, it's a hoax, and it is a lie. It can't be paid. And GB will be saddled, be forced, because they put their people on the board, and these people are going to sign an agreement forcing GB to take the electricity, and GB has no choice than to pass on the price to the consumers. And we are not standing for that, because a couple of years ago we already stopped another bogus solar energy product that GB was trying to pass in this community here within 2 weeks' time. You understand? So people are playing with the sentiment of the people and the pocketbook, the small pocketbook now with the people of St. Martin, you understand me, to enrich themselves. Because listen, anytime you bring an energy solution for this country where the people will get their relief, true relief in this country, that means the decrease of electricity, but we have to do it smart. We have to implement good projects here, which can pay. GB will make money. She can guarantee energy. And also the people will see a decrease. Businesses will also be more efficiently to offer their services and pass it on to the consumer. They're not interested, because GB takes her oil and all her fuel from one family on this country here, which everybody knows, the Wati family. And that's why nothing is changing in this country. And anytime things need to change in this country here, you will find where these families here, who owns all the business and the restaurants and everything in this country here, obstruct government, throw down government behind the scene with the help of Sarah Westcott Williams. So why we cannot be relieved, and we have to put an end to this nonsense that is going on in this country. You understand?
To educate the people is to free them from mental bondage. A nation that is governed by injustice, inequality, and unfairness is against the spirit of democracy.
We will tell the people the truth, and the people will be our judge.
Hi, I am Lisa Alexander, candidate number 9 on the United St. Martin Party slate on February 26, 2018. Vote for me, Lisa Alexander, candidate number 9.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
What's going to happen on the day of the 10th?
So on the 10th, we're having our official launching of the 5 days festivities. And with that, we're tweaking it a little bit this year. We're going to have a mini parade, which we never had. But that will be a way actually to draw people into the movement, into the hype, give them a little hype. So when they reach on the waterfront, the hype is already there. So when the music kicks off, yes, of course, everyone is going to be getting in the mood right away. So the mini parade is going to start from the Marigot Stadium and come straight down to the waterfront. So that kicks off at 7 p.m. Then of course we're going to be having, just to give a little insight of what we will be having, we're going to be having it's the Get Fit for Bacchanal, which is promoted by Calaboom Events. So we're going to be having that session. And then we're going to be having 3 main acts. We have the Youth Wave Band, we have Ricky T from St. Lucia, and also the Small Axe Band from St. Kitts, who is also going to be performing. And again, I repeat, this is all free, so you have no reason not to come. So of course, after that full 5 hours dancing move, you go straight into the children parade, which will be on Sunday, and that starts at 3 p.m. So you have a good 8. We're making sure that you have a good 8 hours sleep. So of course, you can bring out your kids to look at the children parade, which will be on Sunday 11th, and that starts at 3 p.m. The change for this year for the children parade, it will not be the same route as the previous years. It will be the same as the candy parade for those who attended the candy parade last year. So it's going to start from the Bellevue parking lot, come down straight Rue de Hollande, Rue de la République to finish, of course, on the waterfront. Then we're going to be having musical entertainment by kids, which will be done by kids. And to end off the night, we're going to have the control band who will be performing. Then, after that hits, you have time to go home, catch a little rest to go straight into Juve Morning, which starts at 5 a.m. Yes, unfortunately for the Dutch residents, Juve Morning is on a Monday this year, but I am pretty sure that you can request your days off early enough, because you have the information early enough, so you can request your days off to come to Juve Morning, which kicks off at 5 a.m. It's the regular route, so we're going to be starting from the Galleys Bay parking lot, which is right across what used to be our village. So we're starting there. Of course, we come through Marigot Streets, go Bellevue, and come back to finish on the waterfront. So that's from 5 to 10 a.m. Then you go home, you rest a bit. Unfortunately for the Dutch residents, you're gonna have probably go back to work. But we know you guys are real fetters, so you will be able to do Juve, probably go to work, and then you come back on the waterfront for the We Showdown concert. So a lot of people are probably asking, okay, what is the We Showdown concert? I didn't mention about our slogan this year, which is We Culture, We Fet. So it's the motto is actually appropriating ourselves, our Fet, and our culture, meaning come out, support, this is yours. So with that motto, we decided actually to organize a concert where we're going to have exclusively only local artists. As we can already see that we have our artists have improved a lot. We have artists who are performing internationally. We have now, with the Soca Rumble competition, we have artists who are producing more and more their own music. So now it's up to promoters like the carnival committees, of course, and other promoters to give those artists the platform that they need in order to bring forth their music. So we decided to come up with the concept of the We Showdown. Again, the name says it, it's our thing, our showdown, where we're going to give the local artists a platform where they're going to perform just like international artists. So with that being said, we're talking about local artists performing only with a live band. So there will be no tracks. They will be singing live for you, just like the international artists, because we believe that our artists as well can do it. We have that same platform with the Soca Rumble. The difference is going to be that they are not in a competition setting. So therefore, the artists are going to be free to interact with the crowd. If they want to come off stage, if they want to, they can even exceed their time. Of course, we're going to be monitoring time, but of course they will not have that hassle of it's a competition. And hopefully we get to organize that event annually. So we know everyone will be looking forward for the We Showdown. So just to name a few artists that we're gonna be having on that night, we have the Red Eye Crew, we have King Verse, we have Art Brothers, we have Osval, Kenyo, King Rama, King Kembe, Ebony Empress, we have Magic as well, and we have King Timo, of course. You know, we need to blend it in, of course, with the experienced one. So it's definitely going to be, I would want to call it one of the highlights actually of the carnival season. And again, I'm asking everyone to come out and support. It's going to be our showdown, so you need to come out and support. Again, it's free, so you don't have no excuses of I ain't gonna pay $10 or no, it's going to be free, so you have to come out, of course. And the all artists will be backed up by musicology band. So we know already when Fred is behind those drums, we know already it's mad thing. So yes, come out again for the 12th, February 12th, Monday, February 12th. That's right after Juve. So get the sleep that you need, that you will, because it's going to be an entire 8 hours dancing that night.
To educate the people is to free them from mental bondage. A nation that is governed by injustice, inequality, and unfairness, it's against the spirit of democracy.
We will tell the people the truth, and the people will be our judge.
Hi, I am Lisa Alexander, candidate number 9 on the United St. Martin Party slate on February 26, 2018. Vote for me, Lisa Alexander, candidate number 9.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 fun mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of fun miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free fun miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles from within your reach.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
Now, let's say, for instance, if you've been elected to in Parliament, what is the most immediate thing that you would want to take care of that you could be able to help the people who support you to be in Parliament?
There are two main things that we need to seriously look at, and it's not going to be overnight. These are fundamental changes we have to bring to our law. First and foremost, we have to do electoral reform. We need electoral reform. Whether we can make small changes for right now, but large-scale, complete reform is necessary because the system that we have in place now, it does not foster stability. And we can speak about political maturity or immaturity all day long. At the end of the day, once the option is there for you to throw down a government, there will always be somebody willing to take that option. So we need to cut that out. We need to ensure that there is political stability through electoral reform. Secondly, we need to address the cost of living. And the cost of living, that is a major undertaking because it's not just lowering prices, it's addressing the minimum wage, establishing a living wage. It is trying to get affordable mortgages for the people because you can't, well, not only that, rent prices, and it goes hand in hand with the mortgages because you can't give affordable mortgage, you can't give affordable rents if you have high mortgages to pay. So everything kind of goes hand in hand, but we need to structurally fix the legislation piece by piece so that everyone across the board has a quality standard of life on St. Martin. We cannot have poverty in St. Martin. It is a violation of our basic human rights. You know, we need to have an adequate standard of life in St. Martin, and people need to be able to survive off of one job, and not that they're working 3-4 jobs, and not that they need understanding, all these type of things. Once you are able to work, you should be able to work for a living wage that can meet your monthly expenses. So those are some of the things that I want to work on. I mean, I have a list of probably 10 things. I mean, we can't tackle everything in one day, but I feel like the stability, the lack thereof needs to be addressed, and the cost of living needs to be addressed, first and foremost.
Now, on the other hand, you have, for instance, that there are some parties have 6 candidates, some have 23, some have 6, some got 12. Everybody is saying the same thing, and people are listening to them. How seriously that you want people to take you to achieve what you need to achieve for them? How seriously are you really? We're talking to this camera here, tell it to them.
Yes, well, I will tell it to you like this. Every member of parliament and every candidate vying for a seat in parliament has to give you their report card. I have achieved results within my department. Within the first month, I obtained a partial mandate for simple requests. If you wanted to have a barbecue, you didn't have to wait 3 months to get a license for a barbecue. You get it in a few days. Within 6 months, I changed from a manual system to a digital system. So now if you come and ask me for a copy of your license, I can just pull it up. These are some of the things that to show you the mind frame, the solutions-based approach that I take to my job. And when I tell people I'm not a politician, I have no intentions of being a politician. For me, it's applying for one of the 15 available jobs in Parliament because I have seen that the people who are there are not taking the job seriously and they have never gone in with a plan. I have a plan. I have explained several elements and several aspects of my plan to the people over the last few weeks, and I will continue to do so via the means available to me. I am somebody who is passionate. I have proven results under my belt, and I am solutions oriented. I keep telling people this is a revolution, you know, that change is not coming, the change is here, but we need your help to get us into Parliament and make the changes for you.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
What I said was, with nearly 4,000 votes, right, we got 5 seats. They're out there trying to pretend they were going to stop elections because that would make more people feel, man, I ain't going to vote. It's tricks. If the 4,000 people, I rounded it up, or I've rounded it over. 4,000 people, each of you tells 2 people. That is 3 times 4,000. That's more than 10 seats. So I ain't gonna be greedy. But go out there and find 2 people. If you find 2 persons who did not vote for the National Alliance last time, and you convince them, then we will have true stability in government. We will have a government that you can depend on. You will have a government with people who think with heart and soul for the people, who make decisions not based on who gonna get fat pockets. Why should it only be for a few? How can we have $1 billion front street and still have shacks? How can we have entrepreneurship at heart, but we don't have any type of tax incentives for young people to start businesses? These are the things that the National Alliance will do. These are the things that has been in our programs over the years, which they have continued to kick to the curb because they can't stand to see us succeed for you. Now, I could go on and on. You think it's William alone? I can go on. But I am going to tell you this. Yes, sir? I am going to tell you this. This leadership ain't fake. Don't make them try to fool you. Because when they knocked down William, as I was saying earlier, they knocked him down. They figured National Alliance died. Yet, I rise. National Alliance, we rise. We will rise like the phoenix out of the ashes they have created here in St. Martin. We will rise because the people believe in us. When we go out to the people and we listen and we speak in truth, the people feel our passion and they say, we are with you. Overwhelmingly, what we have seen in the districts of Belvedere, in Sucker Garden by the Hope, in Dutch Quarter and Madam Estate, those are the places we have gone as a team. Overwhelmingly, the people are saying we are voting National Alliance.